was my Stone Cold impression.
That was pretty cool. Are we live?
Yeah, we're recording.
And I'm not gonna say anything negative about anybody because we're live. I'm only gonna say good stuff. What a beginning. Let's cut this.
Really?
I shall remove my mask. It doesn't
Oh.
matter. No, we can leave it in. I'm raw. Let the people see the real me, the realness. In fact, cut nothing. I will not be censored on this show.
Last episode, I fuddled like up a bunch of stuff. Like I was just
yeah.
mumbling and kept saying
Yeah.
So I cut it out
Uh-huh.
and it like jump cut a bunch. I was like, no one will care. So many
Who would
comments
care?
being like, "Wow, Johnny, I saw those jump cuts. That's cheating." It's like, do you not think every version of TV is edited? Like, I don't know.
That's cheating. You know, I used to watch The Simpsons, and then I would see in subsequent episodes some of my favorite gags would get cut. Because, I don't know, they were inappropriate. Like, you'd see it on the first airing, and then
Yeah.
you'd cut. Sometimes a joke would be on air for years, and then it would get cut. And I'd be like, oh, really? Like, I've seen this a million times. I've come to love this gag, and now it's edited out.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Specifically, one of my favorites that I remember was there's an episode where somebody comes to rob Moe's and there's Barney in the bar, and I think Homer's in there too. And the gag is Moe immediately like abandons them and locks himself behind bulletproof glass in a special tank.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I'm behind 3 feet of bulletproof glass. Do whatever you want. And they immediately open up the cash register and start taking out the money. And he's like, no, don't do that. And then they leave, and he's like, how do I get out of here? And then he's like, I wonder how much air is in here. And then he passes out. But then years later, they cut out the part where he passes out, and it's like,
Why? I guess maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Kids
what was a kid gonna do? Like,
make
I'm gonna accidentally lock myself in a room with no air because that'd be funny.
a panic room or something. I don't know.
A kid might make a panic room.
Yeah.
We can't have kids making panic rooms because then we would be turning them into preppers, doomsday preppers. We don't need that in this world. We need positivity, not negativity. And doomsday prepping is a form of negativity when you think about it.
I mean, after COVID, I would be surprised if there wasn't a whole generation of doomsday preppers now. Like after
I feel like I'm slowly turning it not to a doomsday prepper, but like a survivalist. Like I've adapted this pouch now with easy access to everything I need. Wow, I got this like key on a retractable thing.
Yeah.
Many pockets because I feel like you can't be over prepared now. You know, I'm double coating it to stay warm. I gotta take my layers off. I want to get into camping. I want to get back to nature. I want to get into growing my own food. I feel like COVID has revealed that.
The system is broken.
Well, no, just that it's cool to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
It's like a nice thing to fall back on.
I feel like that's the way like popular culture has been going for a while now. Where like I feel like in places like Portland, New York, there's a lot of people like here's my little garden, like here's my home garden. I feel like that became really popular. So
honestly, that kind of had a hipster slant to it, which no offense, I'm a hipster.
Oh shit.
Self-proclaimed. But I wasn't cool enough for that, you know.
Yeah. Me either.
But now it's more of like a practical thing, not a cool thing. It's just you know, like I said, not like a doomsday prepper, but it's just nice to be self-sufficient. Just to have these skills just in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
I feel like I like regular society, but I have to acknowledge it's a bit of a convenience, and it's there 99% of the time. But
yeah.
But for the 1% of the time that it's not there, for example, all year this year, shit falls apart. You know, it's cool if you know how to sew or can make your own shit. I once heard that I watched this reality TV show once. God, what was it? It was basically like doomsday preppers. Like
There's a show called Doomsday Preppers.
Well, there is, but this was a
preppers.
reality TV show. God, I wish I remembered the name. It was actually such shitty reality TV. I love it. It's the kind where you know it's totally fake.
Oh yeah.
Like it's fucking faked. They took 16 people and they forced them to live in a post-apocalyptic scenario.
Oh, I've seen this.
And one of them was a scientist, and I think they're forced to eat rats.
Yeah.
At some point, it was on the soup. Are we being too loud?
Maybe. I don't know.
We're recording this during PPS, and we just got a look from Garrett like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, he was like, shut the fuck up. He pulled out a knife. No, I'm kidding. He just went, oh.
If anybody out there is watching, leave a comment if you remember the name of this show, because I want to look up what it is, because I know it and it's in my brain.
I can Google it right now. If you want. Okay.
Let the people at home figure it out. Leave a comment. But there was an episode, I watched all of it, and the scientist, quote unquote scientist, figured out how to power a car with wood. With wood.
With wood?
Yes. He built
like fire? Like he burnt it? Okay.
Like an engine that could run off of wood. And he explained it like, I mean, a car runs off fuel, and so you just need to make an engine compatible with whatever fuel you're using. And it basically, I don't know, the heat or the smoke or something was able to move the pistons.
Yeah, steam powered.
Well, it wasn't steam; it was wood powered.
Yeah,
but same.
We have like coal powered engines and stuff.
Yeah,
okay, it's like a similar,
same exact thing.
Yeah,
except it was wood. That's a cool thing to know.
That is really cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's like MacGyver shit.
That's I'll be like MacGyver.
I don't think oh, sorry. Continue.
That's it. Moral of the story and the theme of today's episode is be like MacGyver.
Oh shit! Yeah, theme song.
With Mega64antine.
I'm Johnny Weiss, and I approve this message.
We still have a new theme song. Last time, I assume you don't watch the episodes, but last week I just took the end of it.
Yeah.
And instead of it saying Joe Biden approves this message, I said I approve this message. So I don't know if I want to stick with that.
You said you approve the message?
Yeah, it was like, it just said, it was like Mega64antine, and then it was just me, and I went, I'm Johnny Weiss, and I approve this message.
Nice. That's probably going to be read as a political thing now that Joe Biden is president-elect.
Yeah, maybe we should keep it.
Now the fact that I've even brought it up, I've officially made this episode political.
Oh, no.
I'm notorious for doing that. I almost can't help it. But, yeah. I'm reading into it. Why you would change it, you know?
Well,
I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Conspiracy theory. I don't know.
I was sitting at my desk editing, and I got to the part where we were like, should we have a new theme song? And you're like, here, the new theme song now.
Yeah.
And I was tired, and I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, well, it would be funny if I just did that. There was no ulterior
motives. What are you drinking there?
This is we're not sponsored or anything, but a Zevia.
A Zevia.
Zevia.
Why? Where the fuck did Zevia come from?
I don't know.
Where I see this
Rocco started buying
everywhere.
them, and it was the first time I've ever seen them before.
I've never heard of this, and suddenly it's everywhere in my life. I've never had one. I don't know if I want to have one. It's like, it seems to me like a worse seltzer water, or it's a mutant. Am I a soda? Am I a seltzer water? I don't know.
No, it's weird. It
says cola on it.
Yeah, it tastes like a fucked up diet soda.
A fucked up. Well, okay, a diet soda is a fucked up soda.
Yeah.
So a Zevia is a more fucked up version of that.
Because it's clearly, like when I poured one out recently, and I was baffled because it tastes like fucked up diet soda. But when I poured it out and it was like clear, I was like, what the fuck? There's some chemicals in here. Because it just tastes like it tastes like a diet soda.
It's a clear cola that tastes like a more fucked up diet cola.
Because Zevia is like the sweetener, whatever that like leaf is.
Okay.
Stevia.
Hold on.
Stevia leaf.
That's
what this is sweetened with.
Question for you.
Yes.
And I'm putting this all on you as if you're like the owner of
Dude,
Zevia.
I'm extremely knowledgeable.
So you don't drink soda because it has sugar in it. So they have diet soda, which has a sugar substitute.
Yeah.
But then you don't drink diet soda because it has a sugar substitute.
Yeah.
So you drink Zevia, which just has a different sugar substitute.
Yeah. I don't know if this is as bad for you.
But also doesn't have like brown coloring in it.
No. It says all it's in it is carbonated water, stevia leaf, some type of acid, natural flavors, and caffeine.
Oh, God. I can read the can from where I'm sitting, and it says naturally flavored. I love that. The implication that this just happened naturally.
Chemicals.
We took the Zevia chemicals into the rainforest, and we set it on the ground, and we let nature affect it. And then we came back, and it had been naturally sweetened by sunlight and jungle aromas. No chemical processing or distilling involved at all. Whatever, who cares?
Picked it fresh.
Question, does it taste good?
And
here's your chance to really sell it and endorse it. Zevia's probably watching. We don't have a sponsorship, but with Zevia, we are available for a sponsorship. Johnny, does Zevia taste good?
Okay, I'm gonna explain it the best I can how it tastes. Imagine taking a swig of seltzer and then chewing a cola flavored gum at the same time. That's what it tastes like.
Not necessarily bad. Zevia, hit us up at P.O. Box. Johnny, put the P.O. Box down here right now. This is the P.O. Box address, Zevia. No, I don't have the P.O. Box memorized off the top of my head. Come on, audience member out there. Clap if you're in the audience. Nobody's here.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
We'll try
Garrett
that
was
again
here
a
for a
little
second.
later. Garrett left. We're going to get flagged on Twitch.
I hope that doesn't come up.
This is going to be a weird episode.
It's already a weird episode. I do have headlines.
We're going to get to the headlines.
Okay.
You're going to go ahead and pull those out. Garrett is recording the PPS. Rocco's upstairs watching a movie.
Yeah.
Really loud. We're trying to do a podcast. He's busy. He's multitasking. But I don't know what the other task is because I can't hear it.
We're all multitasking.
We're all multitasking. I'm playing with my keys and doing a podcast with Johnny. I'm gonna get comfortable. You know, survivalist me can. Okay, question. This is a like fanny pack or a leg bag.
That's a leg bag?
Yeah, you're supposed to strap it around your waist, and then it's like Han Solo. It also has like a second like holster strap to like a thigh strap. You see this
Oh,
here?
yeah.
So it's a double strap. It's supposed to be like a badass leg bag. Sometimes I put it around here, whatever. A lot of people just accuse me of having a man purse.
Yeah. I mean, I don't because before I moved from New York, the tech wear look was to have a fucking like tactical, like black goth fanny pack around your chest.
That's what I'm going for,
Hype
except
beast
it's like,
shit.
you know, it's like leather brown. So
Yeah.
it's hype beast tactical. Honestly, everybody who has accused me of having a man purse, it's like people at the supermarket who just seem like, sad people to begin with. Like,
Yeah.
like you're a man purse. It's like, yeah, I don't know. You work at the supermarket. I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You're over 40 and probably have a full family.
Yeah.
Why do you need to shit on my man purse?
A lot of people are over 40 and have a full family, Johnny. That's not a
Not me.
failure in life.
Not
I
me.
think if you're over 40 and don't have a full family, you're the failure, technically.
I'm ready for failure, baby.
All right. He said it. All right. Headlines.
Oh, yeah.
Do like a headlines theme song here. Jay Leno used to do headlines. You just ape that. Just rip that right out of Old Tonight Show. Throw it in here.
Yeah. YouTube will love that.
You'll have to change it up. You'll have to remix it. You'll have to like YouTube poop it out or
Oh,
whatever.
shit.
YouTube poop it out. And boom, there it was.
All right.
We're ready to do some headlines.
Well, okay. I just got to ask you real quick. Do you want to do? You already talked about it on the main podcast, but you know what my first headline is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Santa Claus is immune to COVID-19, says Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Well,
Round
I
two.
talked about this on the podcast, but why don't we get your thoughts on it, Johnny?
As someone who's part of the tribe, I'm upset.
Part of the tribe? Is that a-
Where's Hanukkah Harry? Is he immune to COVID?
What the heck? Oh, Hanukkah Harry, is that a real thing?
No, I don't think so. I think it
Is
was
that the equivalent of Santa Claus?
no, I think that that
Did
was
you
an
just
SNL
invent
bit.
this? Oh, okay.
No,
Hanukkah
that was
Harry.
that like my mom used to say that to me as a kid, make jokes about Hanukkah Harry. It might be like an old saying, but I also know there was like a 80s SNL bit about it.
Well, I think Hanukkah Harry died.
Yeah, he got COVID.
I wasn't gonna go there, but maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about what you said, and you were like being like, well, this was the out, like to be like, oh, Santa's not around this year, and I kept thinking like, what about all the Jewish kids? They're kind of like we're still getting gifts, right? But then I guess it leveled the playing field for Anthony Fauci to be like, well, he's immune, so then everyone's holidays are good now. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have the best Christmas ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the Jewish perspective. I feel bad for the parents that do the full 8 nights because that seems hellish to do during COVID. Like if you lost your job or something, and
What's the full 8 nights entail? I've never celebrated.
you get a gift
Hanukkah.
every night.
Is it a big gift?
I mean, my
it-
family.
Tell me about
Didn't
your
do
best
that.
Hanukkah ever. That's
Best
what I want
Hanukkah
to know.
ever.
Yeah, gift-wise. Not like family Hallmark movie crap. Let's talk about the loot.
Oh, I can tell you. It's so
Best Hanukkah
vivid in my brain.
Yeah.
So on the 8 nights, my family usually just like give you like, my mom would be like, here's some candy, or like here's a gift card or something. And then on the last night, we'd all meet up, like me, my family, and my cousins. And then that's what we did, like kind of a faux Christmas.
Okay.
And
8th night is baller night.
yeah, and that's when I got handed a giant present. I was like, oh, what could this be? I ripped it open.
No way.
Original Xbox with Halo. I was like, ah! I like started screaming. I was so fucking hyped. I can't explain. I was just like, I wanted an Xbox so fucking bad, and I wasn't expecting it.
That's awesome. That's great. Okay, cool. That's like the Christmas where I got
I
my
hyped
first
it up.
PlayStation.
What? I feel like I hyped it up too much, but
No, I mean I got a PlayStation with Tekken 2 and Soviet Strike. That was a good Christmas.
Hell
I feel
yeah.
you.
my
What were you,
birthday.
like 11 years old?
I think so. My birthday is around Hanukkah as well, so it's usually pretty lackluster because everyone's like, your birthday already happened. But
Dang.
that Hanukkah,
They knocked it out of
I
the
got
park.
the fucking Xbox.
All right.
I remember being blown away by that thing. so.
Fauci left, all the Jewish kids hanging and everybody who doesn't celebrate Christmas hanging. Fauci doesn't care. He's a Christmasist.
Yeah.
He prioritizes Christmas. I didn't know Fauci was one of those guys that probably goes to Starbucks and complains that the cups don't say Merry Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
I thought Fauci was better than that. Disappointment. Anyways, next headline.
This is an update from last week.
Okay.
About the mobile morgues. We got an update on the mobile morgues here.
What was our headline last week? They're putting in mobile morgues.
They were refusing to have stay at home orders
Yeah.
as deaths were on the rise and they needed mobile morgues in El Paso, Texas. Troops with the Texas National Guard have been deployed to El Paso to help with the morgue crisis. According to the Texas Division of Emergency Management, they still refuse to shut down. So, shouts out to Texas.
So what are the troops supposed to do?
I think they literally have to deal with dead bodies.
They're just sending in the National Guard to carry out dead bodies?
I think they are. And then the government in Texas is like,
That's
we ain't shutting down.
horrifying.
I know.
That's like zombie movie level. That's Return of the Living Dead. When they send in the National Guard to take care of all the dead bodies, we've officially hit a zombie movie plot.
Yeah, I'm sorry I keep shitting on Texas about this, but like, I don't know. Once you hit mobile morgue status, I feel like you should shut down.
Well, I mean, I like Texas.
Yeah, Texas is cool.
What are you going to do? It's not like everybody in Texas agrees with the way this is being managed.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Somebody in charge over there should get a hold of this. You can't blame everybody in Texas, but somebody's got to get a hold of this.
Their solution was to call the army
God.
or National Guard. They're like, fuck it. I don't know what to do. So let's get the troops involved. So
You know,
there's that.
I just.
These are old headlines, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, these are weeks old. Well, yeah, we should say we didn't do a show last week. You probably noticed. It was Thanksgiving. We took the day off, and it was Black Friday and all that. But we're back this week, so we're gonna be doing headlines from last week. Do you have any newer ones?
Yeah.
Let's go to a newer one
From today.
just to
actually.
freshen it up. Okay.
Breaking
News.
Breaking news. Also, vaccine update.
Do like an intro here for vaccine update.
Yeah, I did that last week. It was like I put some chill music.
Cool.
So breaking today, UK approves Pfizer and BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine and could begin vaccination next week.
Yes, I heard about this, and I'm glad you brought this up. This is a perfect opportunity for me to
This broke hours ago.
clear my name once again. I feel like this is great news.
Yeah.
We're coming out of the tunnel here. I feel like we're finally getting a light at the end.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there have accused me of being anti-vaxxer. So hear me again when I say this is great news. Because I feel like a vaccine has always been the only true way out of this. And I'm happy. This is exactly what I wanted, dude. The
Me too.
UK is going to test it first. They're literally going to put it in a different country. We can have millions of people inject themselves with this shit and then sit back and watch and be like, looks like it's doing pretty good. All right, fire it up.
Yeah, when all those fuckers that are like anti-vaxxer in here see the UK like going to fucking pool parties and shit, they're gonna be like,
They're gonna be hungry.
What the
for
fuck?
it. They're gonna be like, just pour it in my mouth,
Please.
Just put it in my
Eyeball.
michelada,
Oh.
my eyeball. I was gonna say, what's that Corona? It's been so long since I've gone socializing. What's the drink you mix with beer?
Oh,
Corona Rita,
the car
Beerita?
crash.
Put it in my beer Rita.
Oh,
Margaret beer. Fuck.
do you know the car crash?
No, what's the car crash?
I think you put a Corona in like not a margarita, like a tequila drink, and you have to like drink it really fast and then pull the beer out. Whole thing.
You ever done an Irish car bomb?
No,
You know what that is?
you drop milk in the beer and you have to drink it before it curdles.
I think it's a Bailey's or something.
Yeah.
I think it's alcoholic milk. I did one of those once. It wasn't that bad. When I was 21, these older guys took me to my first bar for my birthday, and they bought me the Three Wise Men. You know what that is?
No.
It's a shot of all that shitty alcohol that's named after these random dudes, like Jose Cuervo, and Jack Daniels, and
Captain Morgan.
no, it's not Captain Morgan.
Jim Beam.
It might be
Jim
Jim.
Be-
Yeah, it might be
Jim
Jim
Beam.
Beam. It is.
My whole life, I've gone through my whole life thinking it was Jim Beam with an N, and realized as an
Jim
adult
Beam.
it's Beam with an M.
Yeah, Jim Beam. And then there's a special like color, because that alcohol has like different color codes, and some of them are super expensive. I don't drink enough.
Was
you
it
know?
all combined? That sounds like the shit that
No,
killed Dimebag
you,
Darrell.
you have to take them 3 in a row.
Okay.
It tastes like fucking shit. Tastes like ass. It's why is this? My first thought, I was 21. This was like the first thing they bought me, and immediately it's like, I want to puke. This sucks.
Yeah.
Like, why would you give me this for my first drink? Ease me in. Give me a Smirnoff. Give me a Framboise raspberry beer. Okay, give me one of those chocolate liqueurs that has a liquor in the middle.
I don't care. I'm one of those dudes that loves that shit.
Yes.
I'm down.
Why is this tradition, this stupid bullshit, fucked up, dumbass, stupid ass, bullshit, macho tradition? When somebody turns 21, you try to ruin their life. You try to fuck them up and you poison them, and you basically say, you've never been drunk. And maybe they have, but you're like, we're going to pretend. Or maybe you never have. Either way, you're 21 now. We're going to fuck your life up.
I think a big proponent of us becoming friends was like, we were like hang out and we would always drink like vodka sodas. But then I think after a while we realized that we both like stupid, silly drinks. And we'd be like, oh, what's this? It has flower. It has rose petal in it. And then we'd be like, oh, you like that too? And I feel like
I
we're
like
down with
going
that
to
stupid
those.
shit.
I shouldn't. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Derek getting his drink on persona.
No.
I do like going to these bougie drinking establishments.
too.
And this is related to COVID because this is something we haven't done since COVID started.
Nope.
Just go to a bougie social drinking establishment, and I miss it. I used to go to karaoke and trivia. Every Tuesday night. Trivioke is what we would call it. And I'll give a shout out to the bar because they've been fucking closed this whole time. Who knows if they'll even come back?
Wait, who knows? They might be open.
Anyways,
San Diego is being weird.
Yeah, it was the Sycamore Den and the Rabbit Hole. They're next door to each other here in San Diego. And you can get like bougie drinks at the Sycamore Den, and then you can get food and do karaoke at the Rabbit Hole. It was really fun. But yeah, I like anything that's like crushed blueberry, weird shit. I think I got a drink once that was mostly made out of like a whipped egg white.
I remember that day.
Yeah, that one kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed experimenting with it. Anyways.
Sorry, it was a tangent.
That was a tangent. Point is, if you turn 21, do yourself a favor. Have all those stupid, silly drinks. Like, drink a alcoholic Slurpee or something. Don't do the Three Wise Men. Don't go for the gross shit.
Yeah, don't do. I remember when I first started drinking, people would take me to the shitty bar.
Yeah.
That in New York that I thought was rad, but then recently learned that it was a hub for the alt-right. So
what
fuck
bar?
that place.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't say.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it
Don't
actually.
promote 'em, but
they had a They had a drink called the Texas Two Step, and it was just like a shot and a Lone Star for like $5.
Okay.
And like all my fucking friends were like, "Yo, this is what we drink here," and it's like,
because it's cheap.
yeah, fuck this bar, fuck that place. If you know that bar, don't go there. I mean, you can't, but tangent.
All right, Johnny getting his drink on. Wow, Johnny,
I
you got a
will
problem.
absorb Derek getting his drink on. I will absorb. If you guys want to say Johnny getting his drink on, I'm down with it.
You know, I'm just the type of person who I don't like to be labeled, and no matter
Yeah.
what it is, if people say too much of it, I'm gonna start to resent it. That's just the type of person I am.
I once said on a stream that I could fuck up a Twix, like
Yeah.
the candy bar, and that's all I hear now is that Johnny can fuck up a Twix.
It gets under your skin, doesn't it?
No, I mean, I just think it's silly. I'm like, why is that the thing everyone latched on to?
Yeah, just some throwaway comment you made once, and then you get defined by it.
Yeah.
Next headline.
Okay.
We're low key tonight.
Yeah.
We're low energy. It's late. Sneaking this one in on a Wednesday night.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. Save your headline. I want to connect with the people out there. That's right. We're sneaking this one in on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It's low key.
Low key.
Things have been low key lately. We're here doing quarantine casts. I feel like before we get to the next headline, I'm going to connect to the people out there. I'm going to have a connection moment. Let's get real. We're going to have a moment where we talk about the people on the streets.
Put your hand up on the screen.
We're going to talk about what's happening out on the streets.
Yeah. The streets.
Because
of San
shit's
Diego.
getting fucked up. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you and everybody out here. You're going to believe this when I say it. You're going to know it to be true. Few months ago, things were getting fucking nuts in the streets. There was all this rioting and fucking crazy shit and fucking news cycle happening every day, right?
It feels like years ago.
It feels like years ago. You remember when that was happening this summer?
Yeah.
And yet I felt like that's all happening, but you know, I'm rolling along, things are going good, and now I feel like the year's ending, things are winding down. They're announcing there's this vaccine for coronavirus.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't out in the streets anymore, but suddenly I feel like me and everybody I know feels like shittier than ever.
Yeah. I mean, like, for me, I felt shitty when this first started so much so that I feel like I've finally become numb to everything. Like, I'm kind of just like, I feel like I've just been coasting. And ever since I've hit that moment, it's been like, bam, vaccine. We got a vaccine. Like, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you said this to me once. You're like, once you stop caring, that's when the vaccine will be ready. And literally, I hit that moment and it started happening. I was like, damn, Derek was fucking right.
That's how it always works out. Well, I just feel like there's a lot of COVID fatigue. I said this on the main podcast. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've just been feeling this way lately.
Yeah.
I know there's other people out there. It's not just me. There's other people out there as well. I'm just checking in with everybody saying, yeah, things are getting good, but, you know, let's hang in there.
Yeah.
We're almost through it. And yet, with all of this good news, there's still some tough times right now. And it's going to be tough times moving forward. Holidays are going to be tough for some people. I'm just saying we're here for you, right?
Yeah.
That's why we do this show, this quarantine cast. Me and Johnny, Derek and Johnny, men of the streets,
We might have to do a Christmas version.
blue collar working guys. Why would we have to do a Christmas version?
I don't know, because I feel like Christmas is going to be a big point of infection.
You know, I'm making all these jokes about Fauci, like fucking it up, but me personally, I kind of was looking forward to, and I'm still looking forward to, because despite whatever the hell Fauci says, I am my own man and I make my own decisions. I am doing a low-key Christmas this year.
Oh, shit.
I'm not buying a ton of gifts for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I'm not going to pretend like it's all on me to make everybody feel normal.
Yeah.
And this is kind of pissing me off, this obligation, like, well, it's the holidays, you know, we have to do something to feel normal. I'm like,
no one feels normal.
no, we can't. You can't do that. It's not going to work. Anything you do is just, you're wasting your time. You're setting yourself up for frustration and undue stress. Give yourself a day off every day. Give yourself a year off from like celebrating holidays, from.
Yeah, you're reminding me of when Kim Kardashian posted that thing of like, it took months of planning, but we finally got to go to our private island and act like everything was normal.
Jesus.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, it was
what?
It was like a month ago.
I've been, out of the news. I'm just doing my own thing.
She had all her whole family quarantine and get tested like a bunch just so they could all fly to a private island and act like everything was normal.
That is so
no mask, no nothing.
Psycho, because that's the least normal thing you could do.
Yeah. And there's all these photos of like them having dinner and like hugging each other.
Yeah,
it's like fuck
normal.
you.
I'm Facebook friends with people that I have known for a long time. Some of them have kids, and I see some of them complaining about like their kids' grades are slipping. And they're
Understandable.
They're mad about it. Yeah, understandable, but also like this year is gonna fucking matter. Like somebody's gonna look at your kids' transcripts and be like, "Oh, 2020, you got C's instead of A's." Or went your future. Like we just have to accept that it's a shit year. It is what it is. It sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild when this is all over. Like, I wonder if like schools might be like, let's redo the year or some shit. Like,
probably. But what I'm saying is people should take it easy.
Yeah.
And if
some people can't though, which is sucks.
I know. And some people want to take it easy, but they feel pressure from other people. And it makes them feel obligated to like push forward and keep going. And sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's, I don't know, like these people on my friends list, they feel an obligation as a parent to make sure their kids are succeeding despite the pandemic. And I feel like, take it easy. Give yourself permission to fail as a parent a little bit. a little bit.
Yeah.
Because this is a fucking pandemic. Like, oh my God, my kids' grades are slipping. Yeah. A lot of things are going wrong right now. This ain't, it's nothing personal against you. It's just the way the world is.
My mom is like that. She, during all this, she got my sister an Xbox One and was kind of like, guess you're playing Roblox all the time now. And my sister's like, fuck yeah. She didn't say fuck yeah. She's a child, but.
Dude, the kids are loving 2020. I'll tell you that.
Some are.
I think some are thinking, no school, kids stay home every day, play video games, this rules. And their parents are freaking out. And meanwhile, these kids are going to have fond memories of this year. It was like the summer vacation that never ended.
It's like when there's like a power out and like you like light candles and you all hang out. You're like, oh, remember that time there was the power out? Like it sucks in the moment, but like afterwards you're like, that was a fun time. We grew as a family. It's like that's going to be every kid and every parent's going to be like, please, like I'll get double vaccinated if we don't have another fucking a pandemic on our hands. Like, please.
I want to do a magic trick. Watch this.
Oh shit.
Watch this. This is going to be really crazy. Okay. I'm going to make a drink appear in my hand. Oh!
Crazy.
Wow.
I didn't know you were studying magic.
Yeah, and I was able to make the microphone move and make
it was such strong magic it caused like a temporal
it was crazy.
Temporal rift. I don't know.
I was so thirsty that actually just happened.
Yeah.
I felt the magic brewing inside me. Anyways, where are we in this show?
I have more headlines.
Okay.
All right. Remember when I was like, maybe I had COVID back in last year? Well,
yeah.
New studies show the coronavirus infected people in the U.S. in mid-December of 2019. A few weeks before it was officially identified in China. About a month earlier than public health authorities found the first case in the U.S. And that's from the Washington Journal. What is it?
Will you read that again for me, please?
Sorry. Take two.
The U.S. found detected cases of COVID.
The new... Take three. Take four. The new coronavirus infected people in the U.S. in mid-December of 2019, says some people. Do you want me to read the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
People think... When was COVID first detected before this? Would like mid-January? Late January?
Yeah, it was like 2020.
January 20th or something? 2020?
Yeah.
Or February?
When we were on tour, that's when they were talking about it.
Yeah, I remember they... it was in that old folks' home in Seattle was that first outbreak.
Yeah.
But then they started getting outbreaks all over and they didn't know where they were coming from. So obviously people had it in the country and we didn't know
Yeah.
where they had gotten it from. So I guess this isn't surprising to say that there were cases of COVID undetected here before that Seattle
Yeah.
event. We kind of already knew that. Was there anything else revealed by that? Did they say where or?
No, they were just kind of like they just found. I don't know how they were able to figure that out. I didn't click the article, but I was just reading. The
Oh, you just
headline.
read the headlines?
Yeah.
You don't do any follow up?
No.
Well, that's okay. You know what's crazy is COVID.
Wall Street Journal. Sorry.
All right, let's skip the headlines for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk personal stuff now. We know a couple people personally who have contracted COVID.
Yeah, it's getting more and more each day. It's scary.
Yeah, some friends of ours. A couple we know got it at a restaurant, which was crazy, and then some cousins and step cousins and relatives of people that we're very close with got it from going out and partying, and then the family that they live with. It's kind of like, what are you gonna do? I live with this person and they have it, but also kind of like they're being cavalier about it, like they got it, so we're dealing with it, and I don't have it.
I hate that attitude.
I'm still gonna go out. I think I'm safe, and that was just like, oh my god, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
But personally, I feel like COVID's getting closer. It's getting, it used to be on the news. It used to be in Seattle. It used to be in New York, Los Angeles, even here in San Diego. It was in San Diego, but they wouldn't say where.
Yeah.
Now I know it's down the street. Now I know it's in my friend's neighborhood at this restaurant. Now I know it's in my relative's house. It seems to be getting closer to me personally. It seems like it's closing in a little bit.
I remember when this first started and I took an Uber and the Uber driver was like, this coronavirus thing's crazy. I think it's going to ruin the world. And I was like thinking that guy was an idiot. I was like, no way. Because I listened to Doc Ryan. He said that was going to be all fine. And then
I remember I read the Hot Zone and I was telling people like viruses are scary. Like it's some messed up stuff. People were like, okay, Derek.
Yeah.
This isn't like the Hot Zone. And it ended up being way worse than the scenario portrayed in the Hot Zone, which was an Ebola outbreak, that's a deadlier disease. But that outbreak was very contained compared to coronavirus, which is worldwide.
I mean, Ebola's still out there too, so.
Yeah, that episode, that particular outbreak was a small event.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot, like, when I was living in New York, there was a couple of cases of Ebola, and I remember it being, like, a huge deal. And it's crazy how that was contained.
Yeah.
I don't want to make any political statements, but.
I mean, dude, if this was Ebola.
I think Ebola is harder to get than COVID.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's airborne.
I don't think Ebola. Well, I do think that there are respiratory droplets, but I don't know. I have to brush up on it. But yeah, you can get it from like sweat. Ebola is a crazy disease as well.
Yeah.
And let's not even get into that shit. That's some darkness right there. But I will say I highly recommend reading The Hot Zone. Even just the first chapter of The Hot Zone, if you can find like a sample of it on Amazon, is worth reading because it's like a horrific little tale. Just that first chapter of like this patient zero.
Yeah.
And man, it's crazy.
You were explaining it to me when you were reading it. And it was really scary.
It was gnarly. Yeah. But point is things are getting good, but at the same time, like coronavirus is it's getting closer to all of us. I feel like we need to be more vigilant. We're so close to making it through, but at the same time, the possibility for an infection is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
So it's kind of this balancing act of cool, let's get this vaccine, let's celebrate, and let's keep this mask on, and I'm not leaving my house yet, and this shit ain't over, and let's not get too relaxed on this.
I think last show I said something about how like once the vaccine starts happening, like you'll see the numbers dip and everyone will start celebrating and then they'll shoot back up. But I didn't realize it would happen before anyone got vaccinated. It's like everyone's like, yeah, we're doing it, and they're just like disregarding.
Yeah.
They should have hid the news from everyone.
I'm still determined. In fact, I got 2 COVID tests this week.
Oh,
2.
yeah, I forgot.
I got 2 COVID tests
got
on
one
the
too.
same day, actually. My nostrils felt fucked up by the end of that day.
Yeah.
I felt like the kid who picked his nose too much at camp. Like, they were so sore. I got a COVID test that was free, provided by the city of San Diego, with a 48-hour turnover for your
Yeah.
test results. That was a great experience. It was down at SDSU. We went in there all together.
Yeah. I went
You,
to.
me, and Joy. We basically scanned a QR code and typed in some information, and it was like, boop, you're ready to go. We walk in. They take your ID. It was very surreal. It kind of felt like being in like 1984, like
Yeah.
the book, or like a, a weird kind of futuristic society where we were getting these medical tests performed on us in this socially distanced scenario, in this very sterile boardroom by these doctors who were
Yeah.
layered up in PPE, and they were basically handing us the materials and walking us through it to do it ourselves.
That was surprising to me that we did it ourselves. I've done the swab in the cheek before, but I never did the nose one myself.
Yeah. For anyone who cares, you walk in there, you give them an ID, they confirm like your age, your name, and then they give you like this vial with some liquid in it, and they hand it to you and they're like, take that, blah, 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 and go get in line over there. And then you go to a doctor who's covered in PPE, and they give you this big cotton swab. It's like this long, and they tell you need to put like an inch of it up your nostril and swirl it around and hold it there for 15 seconds. And then you do it on the other side, and you give it back to them. They pop it into that vial, and they send you on your way.
I put mine in, and she was like, "You're gonna feel resistance," and I was like, "Yep, I'm there." And she's like, "No, you gotta go a little further," and I was like, "God damn it!" But I started crying.
I
started tearing up immediately.
I was fearful of it, honestly. I was expecting this thing to go into my brain.
Yeah,
And it was not that bad.
yeah. I didn't realize how far it goes up there.
I thought it didn't go very far at all.
Yeah,
So I guess it just depends on your nasal cavity. But that being said, I got cast in a commercial this
oh
week.
shit!
Woo, woo!
You can talk about that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say what it is or anything about it, but I will say I auditioned for it, and then I got an email saying I lost the part. Who cares? I lose a lot of parts. I've lost better parts than this. But then they called me, and they were like, we want to go a different direction. You're
Yeah.
back in. And I was like, hell yeah. But they said you need to get like a rapid result COVID test.
Yeah,
So that same day, I had to get in my car and do a drive-through test. It was basically the same test, except I had to wait in a car line, which was way longer. It took like an
yeah.
hour.
Those suck.
And then they administered the thing, and the lady was super rough. She was like probably because it was, I was just on a service line, and she had to do
Oh yeah,
25 of these an hour, and she's just like cranking them in.
That must be the weirdest feeling of like, when you're like working at like a shitty job and you're like, ugh, whatever, and you're just doing it half-assed. Like you're fucking sticking a thing to someone's fucking brain.
Yeah,
You're
and
just
then
like, whatever.
sanitizing it, and so that was like the same test, but like a shittier experience. But I got my results back within 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's
Said
right.
I was negative, and then just today I got my other results back, also saying I was
too.
negative. So double negative.
Double negative.
Wait, does that mean I'm positive? I don't know. I don't know the math on that.
Double plus good.
It was cool though to be in a room with cast and crew of everybody who had just like been cleared
Yeah.
and tested like recently. But even that being said, everybody was still like masked up and super precautious.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to break the habit. I still just feel really awkward being around strangers not wearing a mask.
That's gonna be with you for a while.
It will.
Yeah.
Of course it will. For years.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was a cool experience. That was my first COVID test. I did 2 in one day. And good news, I don't have it.
You went hard.
I did. I had to be sure, better safe than sorry. And it was such an easy experience. Now I'm thinking I could do that regularly.
Me too.
Wouldn't even be a problem.
I don't know if it's like, I've always heard conflicting things where it's like, yeah, I get tested regularly, or it's like, no, save those tests. They're not like, there's only a couple, like not a couple, but it's like finite. Like save those for the people who really need it. But like, I don't know. I feel like people in Hollywood have been just doing that. Like I feel like all shoots have been back to normal, and they just test a bunch.
I don't like that argument because go get it if you need it.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's available. Go get it. In fact, I was talking to Joy, and she was kind of saying like she thinks this is a good point, and I agree. The system is so cool. There's a free version.
Yeah.
And it's good, 3-4 days to get your results. But then there's a more expensive version for $150. You can get your results back in 30 minutes. Everything should be that way.
It kind of is.
Well,
it's like going to McDonald's versus a nice.
I'm talking healthcare specifically.
Oh,
and the quote unquote free version a lot of times is bullshit to the point of insufficiency, to the point where you might as well not even consider it an option. You have to pay for the other one. The way this COVID test situation is being handled is beautiful. Like you can go in, it's hassle free. You get taken care of. Oh my God.
Every time.
Why is my phone been going off?
Maybe it's another commercial.
I don't know who this is. I'm not
Pick
going
it
to
up?
answer it
Oh,
live.
okay.
They hung up.
Oh. Probably robocall.
Probably a robocall. Well, I'm distracted now. Looking at my phone now. Look at me. Maybe it was Facebook calling me to get me to look at my phone. Social dilemma. It's happening.
That would suck if companies did that.
What?
Like called your phone so you could look at Instagram or some shit.
Oh my God. That's the future. That's going to happen.
I think we gave them the idea. They're listening right now.
Well, it's about time to wrap up this show, I think.
Sure.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about this week in COVID news for Quarantine Cast? I will say I miss having other people on this show. So thank you for watching.
We can do that.
Next week, we're going to try to get some guests on here. Who would you like to see on the show? Is anybody you miss? Anybody we have never had? I'm saying anybody that you think we should get on the show, if it's feasible,
Yeah.
leave a comment. And if you remember the name of that show I was trying to think of earlier, leave a comment with that too.
Yeah. Please do that.
God, what was that reality show?
I don't know. I bums me out. I can't Google it right now.
We're going to have the answer for you next week. And we're going to have another guest next week. But we haven't booked them yet. So it's going to be a mystery guest. But I promise they'll be here. Tune in to find out who it's going to be.
Might be Garrett.
It might be Garrett. That would be a good one. Maybe we'll get somebody who is infected with COVID. They can tell us what the experience is like.
I mean, we know some people.
We'll have to go with Brian. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that. Spreading misinformation here. That's disinformation. No, we're not going to get anybody who has it because we're steering clear. We're
I
staying
don't even want to be on
healthy.
the phone.
We're staying safe.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe I'll get another COVID test before the next episode just to make sure I'm still good.
I'm going to go get one right now.
All right. Well, he's going to do that. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Stay masked up out there. And you know what? What else should I say? Get yourself a pack of Starbursts. Take it easy. Give yourself a day off. Good night.